Great morning, everybody. Let's get this thing going. We are here. We are back. It is Wednesday. I was coming week. I don't remember it sometime coming back Wednesday. We are here. It's Wednesday. Definitely a great day fixing my camera because it's doing all of the things that I don't need it to do at this moment. Um, So we are having a great day. It is Wednesday. It is November the 9th. Man, it's crazy. Like we got about a little over 30 something days, maybe want to say 40 something days left in this year. So I'm excited about going into next year. Definitely, this has been a great year so far. It's been a lot of ups, been a lot of downs, but overall, I'm grateful for it. I'm thankful for it because I am here, I am breathing, I am living, and I'm able to get on here and share these videos. You guys, it just give you some great content or whatever. So today we are going to talk about. I um on my class of the night, and so we were talking about like just the whole idea of getting into trades too soon, not knowing when not to get into trades, and man, blowing those accounts. So a lot of times you'll never see anybody really posted up their failures. You never see a lot of people talking about, how much money they actually lost, just with everything that they have going on. But me personally, I'm gonna get into the nitty gritty. I'm gonna talk about it. I'm gonna let you guys know how much money I have lost over the course of the years. And of course, my biggest loss was with gold, and I still trade gold because I feel like this is my purpose, right? I feel like I'm going to go into this situation and I'm going to make sure that, hey, it's going to be good to go. So, yeah, we are going to get into it. Let's go. We're going to talk about blowing those accounts. We're going to talk about how to get your mind back together, how to get back into it. So, yeah, let's get this thing going. This is not necessarily the place that I actually, I do a lot of my videos in my home, but I have this office space or whatever. And so it's pretty cool. So I, I really forgot my microphone, which I have a microphone that's on the computer screen I'm on, but I need my microphone because I feel like y'all can't hear me or y'all can't hear me, but I do have captions, so it's all good. I like the microphone. It makes me feel a little bit better. I can actually, it magnifies things a little bit better. But I'm gonna have to bring it up here. I literally like seriously, I don't even be thinking about it. I just it be all over the place. But anyway, so we are here, we are here, we are here. So let's get this thing going. Let's talk about these blown accounts. Like, babe, why do we have FOMO? Right? So a lot of people say, well, what's FOMO? It's the fear of missing out, right? So we talk about FOMO all the time. We talk about what we're doing. We talk about the news. We talk about everything that's been going on in the world, inflation, depression, pandemic, whatever you want to call it, right? So we're going to go ahead and get into it. I'm going to talk to you about it. So a lot of people want to know, like, do I lose, right? Yes, I lose all the time. But not all the time. I'm just say this. I lose enough to say, hey, I lost, I made some money, I lost some money. But I'm consistent with my wins, right? So it's all about the consistency and what works for you. That's what I talked about on this last video. Make sure you watch that video as well. It talks about just the idea of learning how to just trade just one pair, right? 1 to 2 to 3 pairs. You don't need to trade a whole bunch of different pairs. You just really need to just stick to one pair. I think it's very important to do that because it also helps your psychology, also helps your emotional regulation that we talk about so much. So blown accounts, man, look, I'm going to tell you about gold and exactly and what the 2 pairs that I've actually have blown my account was gold, was actually just wiped it out completely. Well, not wiped it out completely, but when I say wiped it out, got me to a point where I had a very, very low account, like $100 in there, right? So one time I was trading gold and I was in gold and I was ready. I was like, oh, it's moving, it's market. I had been doing good all week, right? Been doing good all week. I was accomplishing goals. I was like smacking these TPs one after another. So here comes Thursday night. And so my mind is, this is one of the reasons why I do not like trading for other people. Okay. This is one of the reasons why I don't like trading for other people, because at that time in my life, I was really doing really well with trading, and I was trading my own account. And so I was getting that, and I was doing this. And this is why I don't like when people come to me and say, hey, will you trade for me? Because what that does is it puts a lot of pressure on me to make sure that I don't really lose any of your money. So a lot of people who ask me to trade, they don't really know about trading Forex. They just know that I'll make money. So they're looking at it like, oh, it's an investment. Okay, I give you this money, they give you flip it for me. And I really don't mind doing that. But I know that I would prefer to lose my own money than to lose somebody else's money. And that is just not a good thing for me. Like, I don't like to lose somebody else's money. So been doing good all week. I was really smashing these goals until Thursday come. So really, I could have really stopped trading on that Thursday, but I knew that it was it was a consolidation from the day before. And so I was like, okay, look, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to mark it up. I'm going to get in it, and I'm going to get prepared for it. I don't remember what it was. So I was actually looking at my iPad. I was actually looking at my laptop and my phone. So I was looking at gold. I was marking it up. I was like, okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to do a standard lot size. So for those who don't know what a standard lot size is, it is a $10 lot. So I was trading at $10 per pip. Okay. So everybody understand this. When gold moves fast, and then when it moves, it freaking moves, right? So I'm looking at it. I'm like, okay, cool. This is a great setup. I know what it's going to do. I think it was supposed to sell or something like that. So I'm in my demo. I'm looking at my demo. I got it. So I'm up at 2 a.m. This is London session. This is why I say I learned about gold at this time. It is the pre-market, right? This is the pre-market. So you are getting it set up in order to get ready for that big move. So I'm getting ready. I'm going. I'm like, oh, yes, gold is going to go. I get into profit in my demo. I'm like, yes, but it did not break an area. So, but I saw that it came, it tapped it, kissed it, touched it. I was like, yes, it's going. I'm in profit. I'm going in. Let me go into my live account. I'm ready. Let's get this going. And I pressed that button, and I was in profit. And I was in profit. And I was in profit. And then gold does what gold does best. Pulls back, retraces, goes all the way down. So now I'm in profit, I'm out of profit. I'm in profit, I'm out of profit. Then I get back in profit, right? So I'm like, oh, yes, I'm going. It is moving. I've got $100 to it. Like, I am moving. I should have gotten out of the trade. But for me, at that time, I was like, my goal is to get this. If I go $10, so if it goes this whole little move, I can make me $1,000 this morning. Like, I know I can make me $1,000. At least $500. I can make me 500. And I can go to the weekend and I can feel good about myself. And then guess what? Next week, I can start trading at $12. I can really start making some great money with gold. And yes, it went up $100, $200, $300. So now I am in serious profit at this point. That's when I should have got out the trade. Didn't get out the trade. So now I have reached a point. So like, I'm looking at this and I'm like, oh man, I should have just taken my $300-$400 and gone my day, right? Because that's what the normal person would do. But when you have greed and you are wanting to do something, you're focusing on just that number instead of saying, oh man, I got some profit. Instead of just looking at that, instead of saying, oh, my goal is to get $1,000. I'm nowhere near that. So if I can just get $300-$400, I'm good. Not at that time. I was like, no, I'm gonna go for the whole 1,000. I'm going for $900. Like, my goal is to get, like, it's only to do 50 pip. Like, I need to get to at least $500-$600. Like, that is my goal. My goal was to do $1,000 this week. That was my goal. And I hadn't reached that goal yet. So I was like, hey, I got to get this. I got to get this. So, of course, my account at the time was well over $2,000, right? It's well over $2,000. And so, of course, I can trade at $10 a pip because I'm not over leveraging my account. I'm not doing anything out crazy, outstanding. I had well over 2 grand. Like I had I want to say almost 3,000. I want to say it was close to $3,500 at that time. I remember it was like 3,000 and something. So it was well over enough for me to have at least $10 to trade per pip, right? Because I'm not risky. My risk to reward wasn't crazy. I wasn't doing anything crazy. I wasn't trying to trade at like $20 a pip, which is crazy because I was only doing 10. And I had like at least $3,000, $3,500 in my account because I had made some money in this account. So I get to the point where I say, I'm not going to take out. I'm not going to close my profit. I'm going to stay in this because I see where it's going to go. I don't mind the pullback because I have enough money in my account to get $100 pullback or to do a reversal. So when gold came to an area at 2 a.m., not only wasn't ready to go, it was just giving me a little fake out. So instead of taking my $300 to $400 that I did made with this pullback, I lost $2,000. How do we lose that much money, Jewel? I'm gonna tell you. It's called revenge trading. So I'm literally watching my account go from $300, $400 in the blue to now I'm down $400 in the red. I'm down 500. I'm down 600. I'm down 700. So have you noticed that when you are getting a negative, that the money goes down quicker? I noticed that I was up. It took forever to give me $300, but it took me 2-3 minutes to be negative 700. So I'm negative 700. So at this point, I'm like, I probably should close this trade out, right? Probably should close that. So it's only $300-$400. Like I'm like, okay, I still admit I've still got money in my account. I'm still good. I can get this back. Close it, right? Let me see what I'm doing wrong. I've lost $700. I can't lose more. I don't want to lose more than 1,000. Like that's my goal. Like don't want to lose more than 1,000 because I'm still in the clear. I'm still good. I can still get this money back because I know this is only 2 o'clock in the morning, right? So I'm like, I know gold is going to do what it's going to do. I go back into this account because I'm like, oh, if it's going down, then if it starts turning around, it's reversing. Guess where it's going to go? It's going to go back up. So what do? I hop into the trade. I hop into the trade. And I hop into the trade with another sell lot size because I'm like, I got to get my 700 back, right? I lose another 5. So now I'm only down 700. I'm down $1,100 at this time, $1,200. So now I'm like, holy guacamole. What am I doing? I'm revenge trading. Come on, woosah, have a moment. So I'm like, well, let me look at this. Let me look at this chart. Let me see where it's going. Let me mark it up. Let me figure out what it's going to do. Right? I get back in the trade. Now I'm trying to scalp. Now I'm like, I got to get my money back because I'm scrambling, you know? I get back in it. I lose another $400. I'm crying at this point because now it's like 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock. And my account now is down. So I've lost over $1,000. So I say, well, let me just wait and see. I'm going to just wait because 2 a.m. London session, it's got to go into this 5 o'clock crossover, right? It goes up, it goes down. So not only I'm trying to scalp it, I'm getting in, I'm getting out, I'm getting in, I'm getting out, I'm getting in, I'm getting out, I'm getting in. At this point, I have lost well over, like I'm losing at this point. Like, because my mind is not there and my mentality is not there. Now my emotions are all over the place. And so I'm literally just trying to scramble to make money because I see on the chart and I lose the bulk of my account. So when I take my kids to school, because I don't sleep, because I can't sleep, take my kids to school, come back to the chart. Let me just see. Maybe I go down to like 20 cents, 30 cents. Let me figure out what I did wrong. Right? I still get into the trade because I'm following the trend. I didn't study gold well enough to know at this point. Like, I'm just trying to make some money. I look at it, I get in it because I was marking it up and I was like, okay, I'm not allowing the candles to break the area. I'm not allowing them to retest because it's Friday, right? It's Friday morning. I'm trying to get my money. Like, my mind is telling me, get your money, get your money, get your money. I don't care about none of this. I want to get my money. I lose some more. Once I lose some more, I'm down. Like, I'm down. Now, after I've lost the bulk of my account, I just say, F it, forget it. I'm done. I'm going to go into the weekend. I've lost over $2,000 at this point. Like, I've lost so much money right now. Then I turn to gold just to see. And at 9:30 a.m., gold did exactly what the original plan was. It did that. So from about 2 to about 5, all it was just the pre-market. It was just a setup for that 9 a.m. move. That I could have just waited. If I would have just waited and went to sleep, set my alarms, woke up, did what I had to do at 9 a.m., 9:30, I could have made me another $1,000. But because I got greedy and I looked into the trade and I was like, I see money moving. I'm in my mind, I'm thinking, I can do this. I can go for this. I can pull this off. I end up getting greedy and I wanted to make so much money instead of me just being disciplined. Because I really didn't even have to trade Friday morning. I really could have just took my profit for the week and just got ready for Sunday. And I think a lot of times we have to understand, like, what is emotional regulation? How can we regulate our emotions? Like, how can we be better at what we do? Because that is all greed that is letting me know, like, you're not ready to go to the next level. And a lot of people that trade Forex, like, oh yeah, I want to make $1 million. I want to do this. But you gotta maintain $300. You gotta maintain 1,000. You gotta maintain 10,000. Like, if you can't maintain really low accounts, then you can't maintain. I can't give you $1 million. I can't allow you to see that kind of money. So the discipline comes in is, I gotta focus on one pair. I gotta focus on just 2 pairs. I have to study that. I have to set myself, say, hey, guess what I'm gonna do? Today, I'm gonna make $100 a day. My goal is to do $100 a day, or my goal is to do $50 a day. And if I exceed that, awesome. The next day, my goal is to do $50 a day. Awesome. Now I've made 100. My goal is to make $50 today. My goal is to make $50 today. If I trade 4 days out the week and then I do $50, then guess what? I make $200 for the week, depending on what my lot size is and all of that stuff with it, right? So the whole thing is, it's just about accomplishing small profits, accomplishing small successes. And a lot of people are so intrigued with money and they're so like, okay, I gotta get this money, I gotta get this money. But in order for you to get big successes, you have to accomplish really, really small things. So just like I always compare, like, I go to the gym, right? A lot of people who have babies, I'm a mom, so bodies aren't back to where they wanted to go. But automatically, we in our minds are looking at, when we see ourselves in the mirror, we see the old us, like, oh man, I was this size. I used to be skinny. I used to be fit. I used to have a six pack. I used to have this. And then we look at this, where our body is at now. And I'm like, okay, well, I've had a baby. I produce a whole human being. So now I want to go back to that size. But that's the old person that you were. So you don't want to go back to that, but you want your body to lose the baby fat. You want it to lose the weight. You want to feel good. You want to look good, right? So then what you do, you start really, really small. Now I'm going to get up. I'm going to do 30 minutes today. I'm going to do 30 minutes tomorrow. I'm going to do 45 minutes this week. I'm going to do 50 minutes today. I'm going to work 3 times a week. I'm going to work 3 times a week. I'm going to work 3 times a week. It's not about being motivated. It's about being disciplined. It's about being disciplined and being consistent. Like, nobody cares that you're motivated to do something. It's about the discipline. So if I'm in trading, I'm learning to trade, that means, guess what? I got to train my brain. I got to train my thoughts. I got to train my way of thinking. So what do I have to do in order for me to be disciplined enough to say, okay, I'm only going to do this today. And then tomorrow, I'm going to do that tomorrow. And I'm going to stop. And then I'm going to do this the next day. And then I'm going to stop. The way that you think, the way that you read, the things that you put in your brain, and you have to study. If I study a pair, I know what it's going to do. Okay, cool. It's going to move at 9 a.m. From 9:30 to 10, that's all I'm going to trade. I'm not going to do anything outside of that, because my mind is not prepared for that. I don't need to get all of the money, because even if I get $1,000 a day, right? I get $1,000 a day. That makes me feel good, because now I got, my account is bigger. Now I can trade a bit more. But that also means my risk is bigger. Consistent and disciplined. So every day, I'm just going to come. I'm just going to get here. I'm just going to go here. I'm just going to get into this. I'm just going to come every single day. I don't care if it's $5, $50, or $500. That's what I'm going to do. I don't care if I make $1 a day. That's a small profit, but I'm disciplined. Oh, shoot. Okay. Cool. I made this. I made that. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. That's what I'm going to do. And that's what I'm going to continue to do. And that is how you become disciplined. Because when you lose, you understand, okay, I made a lesson. I learned my lesson. Now that's it. I'm not saying I'm not going to lose again, but I may not lose that much. Now this time, guess what I know? I'm not going to let $700 go by. As soon as they hit $200 mark, I'm going to close out. I'm not going to allow my account to go deep into the negative. If I lose, I lose. Guess what? I'm only going to lose a little bit, but I'm not going to lose all of the money. So what I plan to do is do what? Is come back every day. Come back every day. I don't care if it's for just a small portion. Every single day, I'm going to go there every single day. And that's how you develop the non-greed, the emotional regulation. Because if I study something long enough, if I look at something long enough, if I know what it's going to do, then I know how to react to it. A lot of times we react like humans because we don't know. We feel offended. Somebody says something to us, we feel offended. But we don't even really understand what this person is saying. All we're doing is responding because we heard something, or we thought we heard something, but we didn't really hear what this person is saying. So our reaction is, oh, I heard something negative, I'm finna react. And the brain is doing that with trading, because we don't understand candles. We just see something negative and we react, instead of saying, hold on, wait. What did I do? Let me come back. Okay, wait, hold on. I know how it's going to move. So let me fix my thought process. Let me fix the way I approach the market. Let me fix the way I attack the market. Because if the market doesn't care about me, I don't need to care about it. I don't need to care about the market, because the market don't care about me. So if I know something doesn't care about me, then I'm not going to put the energy into understanding it, and reacting to it. So I know that, oh, the market is mean. So my reaction needs to be what? Needs to be calm, needs to be whatever comes at me, I need to react differently. Because in order for me to get different results, I got to do different things. So a lot of people say, would you still trade gold? Even though you lost that much, I still trade gold. Now I'm executing it because I stopped. I said, let me take a hiatus off of gold. Let me learn it. Let me see. Let me see what news affects it. Let me study it. Let me see what different types of gold. Let me see the time of the day. Let me see when it comes to certain areas. What is it doing? How is it moving? And when you study it and when you create a demo and you're really understanding what you're doing, it makes a difference in your trade. And not only am I motivated, I'm consistent and I'm disciplined with gold. I get in, I get out. I don't need to hold it. I don't need to get all the money. All I need to do is get some of it. So, yeah. So blown accounts, let's talk about it. Like, let's get into it. Like, it is okay to have these accounts. It's okay to lose your money. It's okay because in order for you to win, you got to lose. If nobody loses, I don't trust you. I don't trust nobody who ain't lost no money in Forex. If somebody tell me they ain't lost no money in Forex, I'm good. Because unless you're a robot, I don't believe. Because there's no way that you a human being and you're going to tell me that you have never lost any money in trading. You've never lost any money in trading? Man, nah. I done lost $2,000. I lost $500 one time. Over a course of time, I've lost thousands of dollars. I'll say that. Not thousands of dollars, but I've lost a few thousand. I've lost a couple thousand. I lost 2,001 in one night. But before that, I had lost like 50 here, 100 there, 300 there. Like, that was my biggest loss. I mean, I lost $1,000 with crypto, just like trading cryptocurrency. So it's not about losing and how many you got. It's about what you can do when you can come out of it. Because everybody's a winner when ain't nothing going on. Like, everybody's tough. Everybody's so mentally strong when it's all good. But the moment that the shit hit the fan and you get a loss and you get this kind of situation, or you in a market and you get into it too quick and you do this, then you really see who tough. I always look like that. I always feel like that. Everybody want to be a soldier until it's time to go to war. Everybody want to be a soldier till it's time to really get the guns out and see who really for real. Everybody want to be a trader until it's time to lose your money. Everybody want to be a millionaire till it's time to pay the millionaire taxes. Everybody want to be an entrepreneur until it's time to for real be an entrepreneur. Understand this. Everybody got a different journey through this. It may take me 6 years. It may take her 4 years. It may take somebody 2 years. But whatever the journey is, that's your journey. It's nobody else's. But all I'm saying is, in order for you to understand the wins, you got to lose. And losing is losing money, blowing accounts, multiple accounts, doing this all over. As long as you take what you lost, apply it to what you do, learn it, come back to it, really dissect it so that you can be a better person and know, like, hey, I can't be in this position again. I don't want to lose that much money again. So what do I need to do to not lose that? So what I have to do is I need to be more disciplined with my style. So what I got to do, I need to write things down more. I need to study. I need to set, hey, this is my schedule. This is what I'm going to do for this amount of time. And let that be that. And do that over and over and over and over again. It takes 21 days to create a habit. 21. So just imagine if you do something for 30 days, the same thing every day. For 60 days, the same thing for 60 days. For 90 days, the same thing for 90 days. For 6 months, if I did the same thing for 6 months, how incredibly gifted and disciplined you'll be. Amazing, right? So blown accounts, and now I'm disciplined, and now I'm really understanding how my mind works, how can I emotionally regulate myself, and how I can just be more disciplined. And I'm still learning. I'm still a work in progress. So I make humanistic mistakes that we all do, but we are entitled to those things. But we have to really understand, if we really want to be successful, it's not about just making all the money. It's about discipline. It's about the consistency. And it's about really living out your potential and making sure that, hey, you're coming here, you're doing up, and you're showing up. And just showing up is half the battle. If you show up, everything else will fall into place, right? So you guys make sure you like, comment, subscribe to all the great videos that I have, especially this one, especially giving you guys some great, amazing content. And, you know, I'm going to put out some more videos and all the good stuff. So yeah, I'm going to enjoy the rest of my day. I'm going to look at the market and see what we got going on. Maybe put some videos about gold this week, what it did, what it didn't do, how it's going to do, and what it ain't going to do, right? So all the great things. But yeah, always remember, it's not about how you start. It's always about how you finish. It is your girl, Moto Moba. I'm out of here. Y'all have a great day.